Hello and welcome to the Monday live stream. My name is Igor, and recently we are working on a Windows support for our Agentic IDE that we are building during live streams and whenever I have some time. And I don't work at the moment because I have a regular 9 to 5 commitment from Monday till Friday. So if there is a time, I work on it as well off stream. But let me share with you that what you can see now. By the way, if you are new here, what you can see, what you are looking at, this is the Agentic IDE. This is the Shikigami application that allows you to work with multiple agent sessions. That is Claude code, then codex agent, and the open code agent. So these three are supported. Maybe it will change in the future, maybe we will extend it, let's see. At the moment, these three agents and so this is the agent decoding, as I said. That's the one area of the application, and the other one is the editor area, so you can switch between them. You can even have a split view if you want. So on the left side, you will work with your agents, and on the right side, you can preview live changes, and as well you can work on the code at the same time. Both options, sorry for the noise. Both options are possible. It is up to you how you prefer to work. And let me tell you as well that at the moment in the editor area, the application supports PHP. We are working on a PHP LSP that is built in the application, and as well a Python LSP that we develop at the same time. So we work on multiple areas of the application, and as I said, during live streams, but not only during these meetings with you, during sessions, but as well whenever I have some time. So let's take a look at our board. So this is the way we keep track of the development of the application. As you can see, plenty of things already done in the done column. Then ready to merge, this is Windows support. It is almost ready. I moved it because I thought that it will be ready today, but unfortunately not yet, but we are working on it. Then the PHP LSP and the Python LSP, and maybe during this live stream, that is my idea, we could start another session, another iteration. We already have a plan for the Python LSP, but let's start another session, another set of tasks. Let's work on them. So that is my idea. And as well, let me move it into planning already. A bug, a pretty annoying one. So let me show you. If you go to the editor area and then you go to the git list, git diffs changes preview. So this is a list of changes that you made in your code. If there is a Git repository configured in a workspace where you started, where you opened it, yeah. If the Git repository is supported, then you can as well preview changes with a visual indicators, what is new, what was removed. And what is missing here? It's not really it's not really the thing that involves this list, the list component, but the one that is in the branch selector list. So what you see here are your local branches. So we have to add a sublist with an option to see preview remote branches, and then with an option to clone them not really clone them, but to check out on them and then have a local copy. So let's add this as well today. And maybe something more. Predefined prompts. Yes, predefined prompts. That's what I also would like to have soon in the application, because there were many times already where I repeated myself, where I repeated a prompt that could be in 90 to 95% reused across all sessions, and I would like to have a few of them pre-configured. The same situation as with models and agents. So the application allows you to, if you go to settings, then you go to predefined configs, then you can define your configurations where you can choose agent, for example the open code, and then you can pass additional arguments, and then this configuration will be stored for you in the application. And on whenever you will decide that you want to have a new agent, you want to add a new agent to your workspace, then the predefined configurations are below a label section. There is a quick start section, and here will be listed all your predefined configurations. So let me start a first session for let's start from the Python LSP. There should be already a work tree that is dedicated for that. Yes, there is one. And let's put a name. So Python supervisor, that is also a way that I recently work. That is the configuration that I use, which is a supervisor agent that uses a smarter model with a higher effort, and then an implementer, which is a low-cost model. And in my case, most of the time, this is Opus 5 High as a supervisor and a codex implementer as an implementer. Exactly. So okay, let me start this guy, and then as well the second session. It will be predefined prompts feature. This is a new thing. We didn't work on it yet. And same story. So new work tree, but new, not the existing one. And a Opus 5 High agent. Okay. And I will see it. I think it should be added below a databases button on the right side. There we could have a list of predefined prompts, and I would like to make them drag and drop. So if you define a prompt, you put a custom name, and then you can drag and drop it to a session where you want to use it. That's how I see it. Let's verify that, if this is difficult or not to implement in Shikigami. So let me actually start from that one. I'm gonna give it a prompt. So there is one more session that we have to start, but let's give a prompt already to the predefined prompts agent, and I will also take a screenshot, and I would like to mark it where I see a new button. So I would like to have it here. Okay, but okay, before I pass it to the agent, let me as well notify my friends on our Discord server that we are live. And also let me invite you to our Discord server. The link is in the description. If you will watch it later, don't be afraid to join us. The community is growing, and there is more and more active users with which you can interact and share your experience, talk to them, ask what they are working on, and you can as well reach out to me there if you have questions. And if you tried Shikigami, you can as well let me know if there is a bug or a feature request from your side. Okay, I've sent a message. So let's get back to work, and that is okay. So that is now it's time for a prompt. So let me drag and drop. This is one of the options. The other option is that you can keep a screenshot in your clipboard, and then you can paste it as well. There was an issue with a codex agent on our side, but we fixed it last time. So if you are using version 39.2, then you shouldn't experience it anymore. If you don't have that version, please update your local applications to the newest version. The application should let you know that there is an update, but you can as well trigger a check if you restart the application. So at the startup there is a check, and then from time to time in the background. I would like to work on a new feature in the application, and I want to add a button to that action below the databases icon, and the feature is an option to define a predefined prompts. So a prompt should have a content and a name, and then once I click on the new button, we should render a list of prompts, and then users should be able to drag and drop them to a session, and then the content of a prompt should be put as an input of a session. But don't submit it, just wait for users to submit it. Okay, so that's basically how the feature should work like, and I'm pretty sure that the agent will anyway start from a brainstorming session. Exactly, that is the case. And there is one more thing, we also want to design it. Oh, hello chat, how are you today? After a long time, yes. Good to see you. Okay, so we have first session, that is first agent that is working. So let's now let's start another batch of work on the LSP, but I don't have a content for a prompt. I forgot last time to copy it. So let's ask an agent if it can look for a document and then read it and let us know what is the progress. I want you to work on a next set of tasks that are related to the Python LSP. I know, as far as I remember, last time we finished a first phase, so please let me know what more phases there are. Please look for a document with a progress and let me know what is the overall state. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really remember, that was a few days ago. So let's ask an agent to learn for us. And okay, so it found a document, Python LSP, MD, okay. Okay, so that was the second thing, and now it's time for the third one, that is a remote branches list. So let's start a session. Okay, and the new work tree, because this is a new thing. And as well, this is going to be an Opus 5. Let me take a screenshot of the component. So this is the component that we want to update, and let me write it here. So remote branches, something like that. A new section, and then items. So branch 1 and a branch 2. Okay, that's more or less how it should look like. Okay, let's go back to the Shikigami workspace. Let me paste it, and now let's give it a prompt. In the branch selector component, I want you to add a new section where we gonna list remote branches that don't exist in our local repository. Okay, so basically branches that we never check out on and only exist as a remote branches. Okay. Husnain, how are you? How are you today? Okay, I had to reply to a message on the Discord server, so let me take a look. So, okay, let's take a look at the Python LSP. Yeah, a funny community. Really consider joining the Discord server. Okay, let me now take a look. So what do we have already? So plan A, and these are generic features. Okay, and now it's time for the plan B. Not started. Okay. So maybe let's start from rebasing, because but wait, that was merged or not? So first thing I want you to do is to rebase onto the local main branch. Okay, let's give it some time. Let's take a look at the predefined prompts. Yeah, so the prompt content should be inserted, but the original content should be still there. And for now, let's make it simple. So we're gonna have global prompts. But no, let's keep it drag and drop only. In the panel, yes. Okay, let's submit it, but let's make an additional requirement. And that is about the UI. Before we start implementing anything, I want you to keep in mind that I want to preview design options. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. So that means that I want you to start a localhost server and show us options, how we can implement this from the UI perspective. Okay, and the remote branches list, let's take a look. Okay, so checkout, that is correct. Okay, let me take a look. So which pickers should get the new section? So branch picker only. Okay, so the branch picker only for now, because the application supports as well a monorepo configuration. So if you have it configured that way, if you work on projects in this way, then it should be as well possible with Shikigami. So the application should detect that it's not a classic, like a default way to have a repository, but you have a monorepo. And then you should be able to pick. So once you click on a branch selector, then first step is to choose a project, and then inside of each project there will be branches listed for you. But okay, for now let's keep it with let's stick to the simpler way, a simpler case, sorry. Before you do anything, I want you to spin up a localhost server and show us a visual change that we are about to take. And then let's first create an implementation plan. Let's not skip that part. Okay, so what is important for me is to at least have an implementation plan with a more detailed list of tasks that a change requires, with as well some snippets of the code changes that will be applied during work. Okay, and we have the design. for the predefined prompts. Let's take a look at them. Unfortunately, that doesn't look great for some reason. Okay, let me ask agent to fix that. Please fix the HTML because it's not readable at the moment. Okay, and let's take a look at the Python supervisor. Okay, let me clarify one thing. So regarding the CPU features, I want you to keep it as it was on the main branch. Please confirm that you didn't change that. Okay, and now the design looks better. Design options actually. Let me make it bigger. Well, I prefer the option, the second option, because what we present in the branches section are names of branches without an additional prefix that this is origin or not origin or whatever else that is. So I would like to keep that convention as well in the remote branches section, which is a branch name, and then if this is an origin or upstream. Okay, good. That looks correct. Okay, I like the option B, so please write an implementation plan for that option. And you can stop the local server. Ah, no, wait. Sorry. That was the wrong agent. Yeah, so that is the one. I like the option B. Please prepare an implementation plan for the option B. Okay, good. And okay, so these are predefined prompts. Okay, and that is how it looks like. Let's take a look. So exactly below a databases button, the icon button, we will have a new one with a predefined prompts. So this is the list. Okay, I like cards. Well, dear chat, if you are here and you are not busy, you can as well take a look and let me know. Because I like the option C. I like these cards. But maybe we don't need that additional grip icon here. So without it, but cards, and then cards we can be clicked as a whole item and then moved to a session, moved over, and then you release a left mouse button, and then the prompt will be copied. Okay, but here is a card as well. You know what? Let's ask it. I'm gonna make a screenshot. Okay, so what I would like to keep here, so these two options, but without this and without these. Okay, so I will ask it to re-render. So remove the first option, keep B and C, and then as well remove those grips. So predefined prompts, okay. I like options B and C, but I want you to remove the grip elements that you've added to cards. So please remove them and please keep only these two options. Re-render the view or update the HTML, and I'm gonna preview it again. Okay, good. Okay, so here the agent confirmed that it didn't change the dependencies configuration. I like that. Okay, so if that is the case, let me as well jump back in the history by one step. So restore conversation. We don't need to keep that in the context. So let me check. Okay, so with rebased. Okay, this could be an issue with the terminal that I see duplicated. Well, I noticed that some time ago, and we already improved that a lot. Maybe there is still an issue. I will investigate it later. So, okay. So now my question is, what is the next phase? And if we know what the next one is, then I want you to give me a handoff prompt for the next set of tasks. I'm gonna send that prompt to implementer agent. Okay, let's give it that prompt for now, and let's wait for a response. And here we have the updated state for predefined prompts. Okay, if I look at it now, then I guess I like the option B more. It's less aggressive visually. Okay, so let's take the option B and let's continue. And one more important thing. So once the plan is ready, I want the agent to run sub-agents that will check the code quality and the architecture that the plan, architectural changes that the plan contains. So let's include that in the prompt as well. Once the plan is ready, I want you to run code review and architecture review on that plan. And the same thing actually we should send to the remote branches list agent, to the one that's working on it. Once the plan is ready, I want you to make sure that you run a code review round and architecture review on that plan. Okay, and that was just about the time, because the plan was finalized once we've dictated the prompt. Okay, so let me show you. The the setup that I use most of the time recently, so the smarter model that is a supervisor, and then a cheaper one that is taking care of the implementation. And thanks to the detailed plan with code snippets, then actually the implementer is more like a like the executor. So it doesn't need to really think too much. That's at least my intention, to reduce the cost. So let's start a codex session and let's send the prompt. So thanks to that, I will as well present you the forward feature that we've added some time ago. It's still a fresh thing, so I'm really curious, what do you think about it, and if you would like to use it. Okay, that's the question number 1, and 2, how we can improve it. Okay, so I'm gonna start an implementer, or we could say a developer. Yeah, so Python LSP and the developer agent. One of the predefines, that is the codex implementer. That's exactly the agent that I will use with a GPT 5.6 model, 5.6 Luna to be more specific. And okay, as you see, the session was added at the end of a list of sessions, or because the first one is the one that is in the first row and is at the first position, and the next to it is the session number 2 and 3, and then a line below 4 and 5. So I don't really like that. That's why we've also added recently a drag and drop option, so you can, if you move your mouse closer to the edge of a session, then there is a drag and drop handle, so you can click on it and then move it into a session that you want to replace it with. In this case, it's gonna be the predefined prompts session that I wanted to put it on, in that place, in that position, and it was moved. So okay, now we have them together. So that is the one thing, and the step number 2 is to forward a last message that contains the end of prompt. So you have to click on the forward button, then look for the agent that you want to send it to, and that is the developer, the Python LSP developer, and then click send. The content will be copied. There is no auto submit option. Maybe we should add it. Please let me know. Because we can do it. But anyway, the focus will be taken to that session. So then all you have to do is just to click the enter key on your keyboards, and that content will be submitted. Okay, and regarding the Windows support, the phase 6 is almost ready. Of course, you don't know what it means. So the phase number 6 is the last one in the whole plan to start supporting Windows. So I guess the first testers may expect it to be launched this week. But I don't want to make it public right away. So only for closed testers at the moment. I need to get feedback, and also I would like to test it on my own, and then maybe next week we can make it public, so all of you Windows users will be able to test the application. And let me remind it one more time that application is in the beta phase, but it doesn't mean that once we switch to alpha, you will have to pay for it. No, it's not the case. So the application is and will be for free. That is my intention. And for this set of features that you see, I don't have a plan to charge you. So I don't know if in the future, maybe in the future, there will be an exceptional feature that will require more attention, or will be more costly in terms of maintenance, but I don't see any at the moment. I don't see any feature that I will ask you to pay for. That's not the case, so no worries. If you like the application, please let me know, and that is all I am expecting at the moment. And your feedback, of course. If you like it, if you don't like it, then what that is, please let me know. And no worries, the application is for free, and there is also no telemetry built in the application. So if there is an issue, if you experience an error, please let me know, because there is no other way for me to learn that something happened. You should see a notification toast with an information that there was an error. You can click on it to learn more details about it, and then you can copy the content. There is a dedicated button for it. You can copy and send that content to me. I will then take a look at the reason, what happened, why that happened, and then I will take care of that. Okay, and we have a plan for the remote branches section. Okay, good. So now I want you to give me a handoff prompt for the full set of tasks. The other agent will take care of the implementation and then you will review it. And that's, for example, a prompt that could be predefined and then copied to more sessions, so I don't have to, I wouldn't have to repeat myself. Of course, there are also other options to skip that part, but for now it is the simplest way for me, and I guess for you as well, to be more productive and use the application easier. And then as well, you will have a process that you can repeat with the same expected output and expected behavior from the developer agent. There is one more thing that just came into my mind, and that is an indicator for a selected session. So there is always at least one selected and active session that application recognizes as an active, but not in a sense of that agent is working on something, but that you clicked on it. That's the thing. So if I click, for example, on that session in the bottom left corner, then the application starts tracking it and recognizing it as an active. But there is no visual indicator, so I've just added a ticket to add this this indication. So maybe next time we can think about it a bit, how we want to mark a session as an active. Okay, so let's take a look at the first agent in the first row. It just finished implementing tasks from 1 to 6. So now, and we have a short summary. So now we can use a forward functionality and send it to the supervisor. Let's add an additional message on top of that. So please read and review. Yeah, and the content was copied. Then all you have to do is to click enter to confirm and submit. And there is a good news. So remote branches list feature, the developer agent is now going to execute the last step, which is a run final test, type checks and the lint verification. So let's wait. But maybe anyway we can run a quick review once it finishes. And what I was looking at here, this is another workspace. So the application allows you to have multiple workspaces. And that means that once you open it, then the .shiki directory will be initialized with some minimal settings. And then, of course, if you open sessions or you start using editor by opening tabs and previewing files, then the state will be saved in this .shiki directory for you. So then next time you start an application, the state will be restored. And this is a workspace for the Who is Out of Office project. This is the project that we also worked on, but at the beginning of the YouTube channel journey. So this is a PHP Symfony application for small and medium teams where you can manage absences within the team. And recently we were working on a carryover mechanism with additional annotation that certain days were assigned to a user in the previous year. So now if there is some more complex policy, for example, with a date till which they have to use those days before they expire, for example, or maybe there is a company policy that forbid accumulation of days, and then exactly what we are working on here. And I wanted to take a look at the code that we vibe engineered some time ago. It's quite a complex feature, so it will take a few more sessions for me, I guess, to have a final call on it. So please be patient. But that's how it looks. So the PHP support, the LSP that I've mentioned, and a syntax coloration is available. It isn't a full featured PHP LSP like, for example, in one of the most popular IDE for PHP developers, but we are getting closer and closer to have almost the same set of features, and this is for free and for you. You don't have to pay additionally for that. At the moment this is included in the application, in the code base, but in the future I would like to make it more configurable. So if you don't need PHP, it won't be included. Maybe non-LSP will be included by default, and then if you want a PHP LSP, it will be downloaded and added to your local copy of the application. But that is for the future. So for now, these two LSPs, so the PHP and Python, will be always included. That makes the application a bit more heavier in terms of installer sizes, but doesn't harm memory usage, because if there is no PHP in the project, if you didn't enable it, then the LSP won't be started. Okay guys, so let me wrap it up. Python LSP, this is in progress. Then the remote branches section in the branches selector, this is in progress. Already implemented, and now the final review is in progress. If it's gonna be fine, then I will release the new version of the application later today. And maybe even the predefined prompts, but it's a bit more complex. So I cannot promise if the predefined prompts will be included in today's release, but I guess for sure the remote branches section, I think that is possible. So that's how it looks. If you like the application, please let me know in the comments section. If you would like to test it, you can find me on our Discord server. The link is in the description, and you can as well contact me on LinkedIn, but please put a note, Shikigami or YouTube or whatever, to let me know that you are a real person and that you know me from the YouTube channel. And that's it for today. Many thanks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye. Sorry, one more thing. Have a nice day, have a nice evening. Bye bye.